Hey guys, coldbrew here. Welcome to another Racial Lanes video. Guys, this one we'll be covering an uncommon champion that recently just taken to 60, fully ascended, gave them masteries, gave them some of my best gear, and really taken them to the test of if they can be the next big nuker in terms of uncommons. I've been playing with uncommon champions on this account for quite a while, and you guys know it. I've leveled up so many of them and tested them throughout all the areas of the game. And I did have Outlander, who was actually a pretty good nuker. It proved to be a pretty good nuker, but I've recently discovered Outrider. I think Hell Hades did a video on him in the past, but there he is. Outrider, a level 60, fully ascended. I put him with my best Savage. I have him with an okay amount of gear. I mean, I could improve the gear a little bit more if I wanted to, but even with this gear that he has on right now, let's go over and see his main stats. So he's got almost 4,000 attack, 100% crit, 226 critical damage, and 190 speed. So pretty much average in terms of gear. Is just the Savage part which makes it a little bit extra, you know, in terms of what he can actually provide in terms of damage, because that Savage actually ignores 25% of the enemy's defense. He also has Cruel, which is another 5%. And then he also has the Hell Smasher Mastery, which is another 25% if it does proc. So that's it in terms of gear. I put him with critical damage, of course, attack percent on the chest, and speed on the boots. I could have gone attack percent instead of the boots, but I went for this one just because I wanted to see how bad he can crit. So you're gonna ask me, why coldbrew? Why did you take this champion? Why did you take this champion to 60 and why not somebody else? Because of his kit. This skill right here, Salvo at level 6, fully maxed out, does a ton of damage. Well, you'll notice it when I go into the arena fighting the more high-end teams and seeing what he can do as a Spirit Nuker. You guys know that Spirit Nukers are not as often found and not really hitting as hard as Force Nukers and of course Magic Nukers in this game. Of course, I'm not gonna comment on Void Champions in terms of nuking, but Spirit Nukers have it the worst, I would say. And then he also has this A1 attacks one enemy, 30% chance of placing a decreased defense. That's why I don't care about his accuracy. I don't care about this debuff. But he also has a way to decrease the enemy max HP on a 2-turn cooldown. So he can definitely be used in other areas if you want to try him out. But honestly, I'm always doing these videos just so I can prove to you guys that uncommons maybe have what it takes. And then finally for masteries, guys, I went for Helm Smasher, went for all the masteries that can give a champion that big nuke, Ruthless Ambush here, Helm Smasher, pick it up, bring it down, Shield Breaker, single out, anything that provides him with that additional boost in damage that he needs. But guys, before we get on to the actual showcase, let's have a word for our sponsor for today's video. A big thank you to our sponsor for today, Gemstone Legends. So Gemstone Legends is a brand new free-to-play turn-based RPG game. They have actually given me my own promo code, which you can use within the game, within the chat system, to actually get some freebies within the game. You should download the game right now. There's going to be a link down in the description and comments under this video. Just click the link, download the game, put in my promo code, and you get some freebies to try out the game. So what is Gemstone Legends? Gemstone Legends was made by players who love RPG games for players who play RPG games. They combine multiple genres together. So you've got the puzzle element, which is the main attraction of this game, but it also combines gearing up your characters, being in a guild, fighting in arena, completing different events and missions, but also going into guild raids and guild wars. Within this world, you can actually collect multiple weapons, armors, and other items to improve your own characters and gameplay in order to advance within both the campaign but also the arena. This game is also built in the hex style of the old RPG games, and it is fully hand-drawn. All the characters are fully hand-drawn. Within the puzzles, you can actually move horizontally, vertically, but also diagonally. You can use your character's abilities, and also a special feature, the dragons. You can actually be a dragon rider. There's multiple dragons which you can collect and use each and every one of them for your fights. Each dragon has a different ability, healing or damaging ability, And there's also the possibility for your characters to be improved in terms of stars and how stronger they can get. Even if you're free to play, you can get a 1 star all the way to 6 stars. There's also a PvP arena where you can compete with players from all around the world, but also you can compete in guild wars when you are a part of a guild. So what are you waiting for, guys? Go into this video's description, find the link for the game, download the game, use my own promo code #cold and you can actually get some freebies, 500,000 coins, 5 gold scrolls, 300 gems, and of course a free epic hero, Elidor. Thank you to Gemstone Legends for this sponsorship, and let's get back into Outrider Legends. So first things first, let's try out this champion in the campaign. Let's take him in there and see what he can do. He can probably solo it. I mean, with that amount of gear, any champion can honestly get through the campaign. Look at that, 75,000 crit. There's his A2, 88,000, and then his A1. I want to see that. Wait, was it Salvo again? No, that's the A2 again, 100,000, and then boom, there's Salvo, 65,000. Pretty big nukes for an uncommon, right? Next up, of course, is going to be the test of his damage and how much damage he can do when we've got the testing team, I want to call it testing team, which actually brings a champion's potential up, and we actually can see how big of the numbers we can get out of a champion. So increase attack, then we're gonna have the poisons from Bad Alcazar, 20% damage. Then we're gonna have decreased defense and weaken. And then we're gonna have the poisons from Gerbtuck, and pretty much we're ready. We could have done more damage if we had certain masteries on this guy on Outrider. So let's do the A2 and see what kind of AoE damage we're looking for here. Look at that, 200k just getting through the wave. I want to see what he can do if he didn't have all this support with him. So maybe just the defense down weaken, and if that's enough for him to just clear the waves. I mean, if that's enough, then that's great. On Dungeons 20, what else do you need? So he's going to do the A2 here. 95,000. He definitely needs a defense down, I think. And then we're looking for that A2 from Lydia, so we can have the defense down weaken. Let's go with the poisons. Okay, defense down weaken on everybody. There's Salvo again, 3-turn cooldown, and boom. Look at that, 181,000. I would say I think Outlander hit a bit harder than this guy. But honestly, a nice solid test of his damage. But let's go into the arena. That's when the real test is, just to see on how strong of a spirit nuker this guy is. So we'll go into the classic arena. Let's do a refresh. Oh wow, okay, we get a bot team. Of course the bot team is going to be easy, but I just want to see the amount of damage we can do on this bot team. I swear I found this bot team before my free to play. Boom, look at that, 89,000, just taking them all out. And let's find some more difficult teams. No, these teams are not difficult. We're going to have Seeker there. Seeker might apply an increased defense. Boom! One shot almost on everybody. We got a weak hit on Seeker there. That's why he didn't die. It wasn't because of lack of damage. But about 80,000 crits with the amount of gear he has. Remember, barely 4,000 attack. Actually less than 4,000. And then 220 critical damage. So the stats are not insane. I didn't put the best gear that I had available, but it is still a savage set. But we've got a decreased defense on. Look at that, 100,000. Look at that. Honestly, I'm pleasantly surprised with this uncommon. Always want to be testing out uncommons. So if you've got any other uncommons that you might think, okay, this uncommon, coldbrew needs to test it out, because obviously it's not easy leveling up a champion. It takes lots of resources. And I'm only doing these for just fun showcases, just to test the potential of a champion. So here, can we do this team? Can we take them out? Just have to see. Let's put this on 1x. Boom! Look at that. Ha! Easy. Let's go against this team. More tanky team with Cernic in there. And we've got shields on them, but who cares about the shields when you've got a Madame Ceres in there? Just removing the shields. And then boom. Then the salvo. There we go, 115,000. Swift parry there, procced, and that's why he survived. Swift parry is the most annoying set on on Arena right now. If you guys don't know what it does, it basically has a chance to give it an unkillable buff to the member that has the full set on. It's a 50% chance with the 4-set bonus, and it's just the worst. It's all about RNG, and if that procs, it's kind of gonna be a lot annoying for your team. Very annoying for your team. So let's see, can we get some more damage here? Boom! There we go. Quite enjoying this Outrider champion. I wonder if Outlander could match him out on in damage. Comparing that, I mean, if I push this attack a little bit more with a 4.5k attack, you could have had consistent over 100,000. Although we still have consistent 100,000 most of the cases, but champions with more defense than others, we get about 80,000, which is still enough to take them out. So look at that, 80,000 and 67,000 on these Mashals. And this one's another tanky team. This one has a Duchess, so it's another good test of the nuking ability of a champion. So Duchess, if you guys didn't know, Duchess provides a damage decrease to the whole team, not only through her Perfect Veil that she provides, which Perfect Veil provides a 15% damage reduction. She also provides it as a passive, a way to decrease the damage received by an AoE. So we're going to see if we have enough firepower to take these guys out. So put this on 1x. And let's see. Okay, 67,000, about that much on Duchess. But remember, Duchess, a strong Duchess is going to be a Duchess with like 100,000 health. That's the real test of a Duchess, and if she's going to survive a few hits. Of course, if I had other champions as my nukers who have a double hitting attack like a Trunda, that Duchess would have been dead, you know, no questions about it. But it's a single target skill. It's a spirit nuker, and he's an uncommon champion. I love these videos. I just love these videos, and I wonder who's going to be my next uncommon to take to 60. If you guys have anyone in mind that I haven't tested out in these videos, then be sure to leave it down in the comments. I wonder who is going to be the next one that's going to be the real hidden gem, because I've done so many uncommons so far. So I've done Battle Sister, the one that has 100% chance to crit. I've done let's go again. I've done Zephyr Sniper, a really solid champion. I've done videos on her before. There's Outrider, just showed him on today. Shield Guard, of course, fantastic uncommon. Elf Guard, and of course Armor Gear. Elf Guard, great Terminator control, and Armor Gear is Armor Gear. I have, of course, 2 commons here, and then I definitely have a few more uncommons right here, just waiting. So look at all the uncommons that I have on this account, guys. So I've got, here's Outlander, the one I did before, and he did really solid news in his A2. He just has 1 extra skill, while Outrider has actually the decreased max HP skill and also that big nuke. But this one also decreases Terminator, so it's a pretty good skill to have on a champion that does a nuke, and you want to give him some accuracy. There's Sora's there, of course, my first ever uncommon to 60. And then well, there's Outrider, Battle Sister, Sniper did solid nukes. I covered her in a video. And then I think that's it in terms of uncommon. So definitely lots of stuff to work on. Commander, just fantastic champion, 100% Terminator boost. And then Outlaw Monk, a great poisoner, but nobody's geared because I usually put my some good gear on my uncommons just to showcase them in a video, and then I just let them go. So this was the video on Outrider, guys. Did you enjoy it? Did you honestly think that Outrider could do all that damage? Which champion you want to see next? I've asked this before during this video, but I really want to test out more champions out there, which might be hidden gems, not only uncommons, but also rare champions. I haven't done as much rare champion showcases as I've done with uncommon champions, so I might dip into that next and just leave the uncommons to the side for a little while. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and guys, I'll see you in the next one. See ya.